of BL, so talking about BL, actually before the Big Brain Collab, we were having a chat in voice chat, right, Kito? And we were talking about like embarrassing moments that we had in school, and it was mostly Iris's and Crony's story, but I had like my own story. So back then in my school, and one of my embarrassing moments that I had in school is that I was having an exam. I don't know if I told you guys, but I had this one exam. I think it was like a language exam. It's either Bahasa or it was either an English exam. And the room was dead silent. Everyone was focusing on their exam by a lot. Right? And little Ollie. No, it's not the moaning story. Little Ollie forgot to turn off her phone. I legit forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb. And what happened was my mom called. Mama Lily called. And back then I had a very questionable, well, it's a really good song, but I did had quite a questionable ringtone back then. Back then I was seen as like the diligent kid, right? I'm constantly doing my homeworks, constantly helping my friends with their exams and whatnot. And well, basically I was like that quiet nerdy girl. And that's how people viewed me, but I really liked Vocaloid. And I kept listening to them, so I decided to put one as my ringtone. And that Vocaloid song was Pomp and Circumstance. You know, where the beginning of the song is a bunch of moanings. So embarrassing. Yeah, it was literally in the classroom. Like, imagine everyone's just doing their exams. Everyone's all Gucci and nice, and then suddenly your pomp and circumstance. And you know, that was not the only time. That was not the only time where I had an embarrassing encounter with my ringtone. There's also this one time where I was waiting for a bus. I was in a public transit. Yeah, I was in a public transit, and back then it was during that time where apparently Yarichin Bichibu was super popular. I set it up as my ringtone as a joke. But then I forgot who called. It was a very unimportant call. Someone suddenly called me. And then the whole bus stop went It was not the most pleasant experience, gotta tell you guys. Everyone just started staring at me. They had this judgmental look. They're like, I don't know what stuffs you're into. And I respect you for your kinks. But must you have that ringtone out in public? Is the faces that I saw in them. It was embarrassing. Sheesh, Ollie, that's so rude. What's rude? They're the rude ones. They were the one who's judging me for my ringtones. Right? This is why I put my phone on vibration mode. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, what was that? Are you the type to store your phone in your pocket? No, I store it in my bag. And the thing is, because I store it in my bag, I would have it at a very loud volume so that if anything, I could hear it. But because it's also in my bag and because it's super loud, people can hear it. People can hear my ringtone, and it will take me so long to get it out of my bag because I usually carry a backpack. Yeah.